Okay, first give me your name and title, please.
Sure. Steve Callaghan, I'm the director for F-35 in our Washington office.
Okay, so we're here
Lockheed
today.
Martin.
Okay, right, and we're here today celebrating a Michigan company's role in the production of the F-35 Lightning II. Tell me a little bit about that company, what they're doing for you.
Sure. Futuramic is the company that we're talking about. They've been kind enough to host us here today. We brought a cockpit demonstrator. We do that so that the folks who are building the airplane and supplying parts get a view of the real capability in the whole airplane. Sometimes when you're building just a part of it, you don't get a chance to see the whole thing.
Sure.
And they're building actually quite a bit of the tooling that we use to build the airplane. No
Okay.
small thing.
All right. So tell me a little bit about the F-35, what its capabilities are, why it's important for us to be building this new aircraft.
You bet. It's a fifth generation capability. It's the next generation of capability over the legacy airplanes that our forces are currently flying today. It's important to note that the difference between fourth and fifth generation isn't just another rung up on the ladder. It's a significant leap in technology and capability improvement. Fifth generation is driven by the airplane systems like the radar and some of the other advanced weapon systems, but also by the shape of the airplane itself, the stealth characteristic that gives it the ability to fly deep into enemy airspace, heavily defended, strike with lethal precision, and then get back home.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed the underside of that airplane is very smooth. That you were saying that's fully loaded with fuel and fully configured with weapons, but it manages to keep it smooth on the bottom, right?
We have three models, one of each variant, and if you look at this variant, it's fully loaded for combat. All of the weapons are internal, all of the fuel is internal. If you look at this variant, we can show that if you don't need to be stealthy today for whatever reasons because of the enemy defenses, you can still carry a large amount of ordnance external to the airplane.
Okay.
If you look at legacy airplanes, they all look like this.
Okay.
None of them look like this when they're combat level.
And what's this one with the fan in the center here?
Great question. This is the B variant, also known as the short takeoff and vertical landing or STOVL variant. This will replace the Harriers and the F-18s for the United States Marine Corps. The Italian Navy will also be purchasing some of these. It's the configuration you see it in is when it's in a hover condition.
So what's the rough cost of these per airplane?
The one we will build the most of, each variant's a little bit different. The one we'll build the most of, which is the conventional takeoff and landing variant, will be about, when you build out the whole buy, the average cost will be about $65 million in 2010 value dollars. To give that context, that's about the same as a current legacy fighter when it's fully loaded and equipped for combat.
And when production has already started on these?
Production has started. We've delivered the first 4 production airplanes. In addition to we have 20 airplanes that are strictly for test, to test out the design. We have also started to build the first 4 production lots of the airplane. A total of 63 jets are in flow. We've delivered the first 4. 2 are at Edwards Air Force Base to join the test fleet. The other 2 at Eglin Air Force Base, where they are starting up the ground and then flight training.
And how many of these will eventually be built and over what kind of time frame?
Right. The time frame is fairly extensive. It's 30 plus years. The grand total, when you include our international partners, is about 3,100 plus airplanes as it currently stands. There are also some folks interested in the foreign military sales arena, such as Israel and Japan.
All right, thanks for